Get ready for some serious feline fury. Meet your new arch nemesis, a wildcat so unpredictable and aggressive, you wouldn't want to cross its path when it's in a bad mood. These fearless fighters are always on high alert, ready to pounce at any moment, even if it means taking down their own kind. But what drives these wild felines to be so fiercely combative? Is it an inherited trait or learned behavior? Let's dive into the fascinating world of Felidae family and uncover some surprising facts that'll make you understand why your housecat's cousin is a force to be reckoned with. Meet the Pallas's cat, an elusive and fiercely independent wildcat dwelling in the harsh steppe and semi-desert landscapes of Western, Central Asia, and Southern Siberia. This master of stealth prefers to steer clear of humans and its own kind, valuing solitude above all else. Unlike lions forming close-knit prides, Pallas's cats roam vast territories, up to 5 kilometers apart, sometimes even fewer than 8 individuals occupying an area as massive as 100 square kilometers. To put that into perspective, if humans lived at the same density, Toronto would see around 25-50 residents in that space. Despite their small size of about 46-65 cm of body length and 21-31 cm of tail, Pallas's cats are no pushovers, being skilled predators with a fierce reputation for hunting prowess. But don't expect any affectionate gestures from these gruff felines. They seem to dislike everyone, including humans, making them true loners of the animal kingdom. Meet MANUL's Fang, a fierce, ancient-looking wildcat with fangs nearly 3 times as long as any ordinary house cat. Imagine your pet cat biting you, but then multiply that pain by 3 and amplify it with the ferocity of a true predator. Because when MANULs strike, they hold on to their prey for dear life. However, beneath their menacing reputation lies a more mundane reality. These cats are actually sturdy felines with short, thick legs and an extraordinary coat of fur. This remarkable fur is not just there to look cool, it's the longest among all cat species, with the stomach and tail boasting twice as much fluff as the top and sides. It's believed this fur distribution helps keep them warm during winter hunts on snow or frozen grounds. And did you know their coat adjusts according to the seasons? Come winter, it thickens, becomes longer, and even heavier. What else can we say about these fluffy bundles of raw power? But here's the twist: nature seems to have reigned in the MANUL's wild streak. Despite being a top-notch predator, it's become surprisingly clumsy and slow. Running isn't really their thing. Think marathon runner turned into sprinter, but backwards. They'd rather hide in rocks when faced with a larger opponent, but if cornered or noticed, they transform into an attack mode that can only be described as full-on berserk frenzy. Their hunting strategy: think stealth over speed. They don't chase prey, it's more like patiently waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Pikas, rodents, and insects make up their staple diet, with clever camouflage techniques allowing them to sneak up silently behind their unsuspecting victims. The MANUL's fur color helps them blend seamlessly into their surroundings, making them almost invisible just a couple of steps away. Talk about being ghostly hunters. Here's an updated continuation. The MANUL's remarkable appearance isn't just limited to their wild camouflage. Take note of those incredible ears, for instance. They play a crucial part in blending into their surroundings, giving them the upper hand when it comes to hiding in low-lying grass. But that's not all. MANULs have mastered the art of ambush, often waiting patiently near burrow entrances to catch their unsuspecting prey as it emerges. Their stealthy approach culminates with a swift pounce and an unforgettable bite. Their long, sharp fangs are truly a sight to behold. Despite not being built for speed, these cats have adapted perfectly to their environment, making them skilled hunters nonetheless. And let's talk about fur. MANULs don't just have thick coats, they're ridiculously dense with hair. In fact, an astonishing 9,000 hairs per square centimeter make up this luxurious layer. Let's dive into more fascinating facts about this incredible creature called MANUL, or as some refer to it, the polished cat. One of its most remarkable features is undoubtedly its incredibly dense fur coat. In fact, an astonishing 9,000 hairs per square centimeter make up this luxurious layer. This thick insulation not only allows them to thrive in freezing temperatures, but also grants them a unique ability to live at high altitudes, up to 800 meters above sea level. Imagine braving a chilly -50 degrees Celsius. For the MANUL, it's just another day. Their hunting habits remain unchanged, even in such extreme conditions, as they continue to prowl during twilight and morning hours. The rest of their time is spent resting comfortably within burrows, a cozy retreat from the harsh environment. One aspect that truly sets these cats apart is their striking eyes. They bear an uncanny resemblance to those of humans. The MANUL, also known as the polished cat, boasts some truly unique characteristics that help them adapt to their diverse habitats, from the freezing tundra to the arid steppes and even the mountainous terrain. A key aspect of this adaptation lies in their eyes. Unlike many other felines, the MANUL's pupils are circular rather than vertical slits, which were once a fascinating mystery for scientists. As it turns out, this remarkable feature isn't just about aesthetics. It plays a crucial role in allowing them to hunt effectively across various terrains and lighting conditions. So let's take a closer look at why their eyes have evolved this way, and what other secrets they hold that enable these cats to thrive in environments that would be challenging for many other species. You got that right, MANULs are indeed solitary creatures with some pretty remarkable features. Their unique circular pupils not only help them navigate varying environments, but also reflect their independent lifestyle. When it comes to reproduction, MANULs do come together for mating, but they quickly part ways after the breeding process is complete. Despite their apparent reluctance towards interacting with each other or humans, MANUL populations are actually stable and quite healthy, which might explain why hunting them doesn't pose a significant risk to their survival. However, spotting one in the wild can be quite challenging due to their excellent camouflage skills and preference for remote habitats. So if you're planning an expedition to catch a glimpse of these elusive cats, be prepared for adventure. You've got to see this amazing creature for yourself, the fishing cat, a true anomaly in the feline world. In Southeast Asia, you can spot this wild predator flexing its unique skills, catching fish and totally dominating aquatic environments, which sets it apart from most other cats. Domestic cats are infamous for their distaste towards getting wet, frantically shaking off at the slightest splash. But not our star today. Fishing cats have a completely opposite approach to water, making them one of the few wild cats that aren't afraid to get a little wet and dive right in when they need to cross rivers or lakes. Let's take a closer look at this remarkable cat's adaptability and what makes it such an exceptional hunter. Meet our aquatic superstar, the fishing cat, a wild predator that's truly one of a kind. When you've got reservoirs galore, survival and food don't just depend on learning to swim, they demand becoming a pro at it. That's exactly what these incredible cats have done. Not only are they larger than domestic felines, with powerful muscles and broad chests, the males can even tip the scales up to 15 kilograms. But they've also got something truly special webbing between their toes. This remarkable adaptation not only helps them move effortlessly through the water, but also plays a vital role in catching and holding on to their main source of food, fish. It's no wonder these fishing cats are so well adapted to life in and around aquatic environments, where they reign supreme as top predators. Let's dive into what makes this cat truly exceptional. Beyond their webbed toes, fishing cats also have an incredible ability. They can hold their breath and dive underwater thanks to a unique nostril structure. Just like their domestic counterparts, who run at the slightest buzz from bees or wild animals, these tropical predators have a different story altogether. With lightning speed, they lure fish to the surface by imitating insects before making a swift plunge into the water. And if fishing doesn't catch their fancy, these adaptable cats easily switch gears. Maybe hunting a duck instead. One more thing that sets them apart is their distinctive tail, which is remarkably short. Why? Because these skilled predators don't need it to balance themselves in their aquatic adventures. Let's correct some misconceptions about these remarkable cats. First off, they didn't actually get rid of their tails. Evolution just made them shorter to serve a different purpose. But let's talk about their feisty reputation. While fishing cats do stand up for themselves and can be aggressive when defending food or territory, they generally avoid confrontations with humans. That makes our interactions safe and fascinating. One notable incident involved a cat chasing away a group of dogs. It just shows these felines aren't to be underestimated. As for the alleged abduction from Singapore, remember that's just an unverified legend. However, there was another incident in a zoo where a large male fishing cat broke free from its enclosure and surprisingly took on a leopard, claiming victory over poor Leo. Get ready for two adorable surprises. First off, adult fishing cats are pretty much loners. If they don't take care of their kittens, watch out. They can get quite snappy, similar to some popular domestic breeds. But let's dive into something really heartwarming. Meet the sand cat, often dubbed as the smallest wild cat. It measures around 90 cm in length, and a whopping 40% is just its tail. These little furballs seem like cuddle buddies, but they thrive in the harshest of environments. Think the Sahara Desert, the Arabian Peninsula, or Central Asia's arid lands. Despite living amidst scorching temperatures and minimal vegetation, sand cats prove that sometimes even the toughest creatures can be the sweetest. Here's the rewritten paragraph, and it seems like our polished friends have mastered braving extreme cold temperatures, while these cuties, the sand cat, are built to conquer scorching heat. These little furballs can thrive in environments where surface temps reach a blistering 51 degrees Celsius. Talk about beating the heat. But how do they stay cool on their feet? It's all thanks to their paws being covered with thick fur, which protects them from getting burned. Not only that, sand cats are super efficient at conserving water, and they get most of it from their food. Think gerbils, small rodents, lizards, spiders, and even other insects. But what really puts the wild in wildcat is their ability to take down massive, poisonous snakes like the horned viper, 2 of them. No problem. Here's the rewritten paragraph: in sand cats aren't ones to back down from a snack. They'll take down their prey whether you're an unsuspecting gerboa or a venomous viper. When it comes to speed, these little felines can zoom in on their next meal at up to 40 kilometers per hour, making them quite the hunting machines. And if there's a catch that's too big for one lunchtime, don't worry, they'll stash it away till dinner time by burying it under the desert sand. It's like having your own personal fridge. But what really gets people going is their super cool hearing. Those funny-looking ears aren't just for show, they help sand cats tune into sounds even underground. And if you think that's wild, here's another fact: sand cats might just give dogs a run for their money, as barking cats do exist in the feline world. And it's not unheard of to see them let out a little bark. You're right that while sand cats are truly unique and amazing creatures, it's always best to appreciate them from a distance. After all, domesticated felines make great companions without the potential risks of interacting with their wild counterparts. If you want to add more, consider sharing some safety tips or guidelines for observing wildlife responsibly.